Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Southeast Kentucky Chamber of Commerce After Hours for the Pikeville Main Street program. I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of the Pikeville Main Street Board. My name is Minta Cheney, and I am the Main Street Director, and I would like to introduce our Board of Directors for Main Street at this time. Randy Roberts is the Main Street President. Judge Wayne T. Rutherford is our Vice President. Jennifer Brown is our Secretary. Melanie Stevens is Treasurer. Tony Tackett is a representative from Tourism. We have Chamber Representative Joyce Pinson, James Hurley from Pikeville College, Sharon Hall from Cedar Creek Assisted Living, Mike Thompson, and Steve St. John. So we're all floating around in our black shirts. We're not the waiters. We're the Main Street program. And the reason we chose black is one of the projects that we've been doing is to do wayfinding signs downtown. I don't know if you've noticed some of the black signs with the white lettering. We're following the same thing that the city undertook several years ago with their Renaissance and the revitalization project that they've done downtown. The black street signs with the white lettering is very, very nice. So we follow with the wayfinding signs here. So Main Street was involved in that project. So when we highlight that picture, we want you to know we're really, really proud of that and really glad that we can display Pikeville on our signs and things. So that project is one that Main Street's been doing, and we've been involved in a lot more projects recently, and one of those is Roland Case's law office, and that building is owned by Martha Reidner. And for the last year, I've been working with Martha to try to do a Renaissance-themed look on her building, which dates back to like 1940s. The building is very, very old. So we felt like it being a Main Street business, it should definitely have the character of that, a preservation and a Main Street theme that the city would want to undertake. So we're real excited. If you all leave town, look over there at the building, and it's about 95% done, so we're really, really, really proud of that. Main Street is a program that looks at preservation and wants to keep the history and the beautification right in the downtown area. So as you drive through and you see some projects, you think, that needs to be done. I've highlighted some of these projects on the table. Some of the buildings that, are really in need of work downtown, Anderson's Department Store, Precious Memories, places like that. Main Street is going to engage in several fundraising events in order to establish grant monies so these people can have their business look like all of downtown should look. A nice, wonderful place to visit that will create some walkable areas, and we're real excited about what we've been doing. So let me just go over a few things here. Some of the completed projects, like I said, has been Martha Reidner's building. We painted the back of the Dawhare's building, and we've also completed Ken's Shoe Clinic. Some of the new projects that we want to tackle is Anderson's Department Store, Precious Memories, Carter and Lucas Law Firm, which is the old bank building on the corner of Main Street and Division, and the Main Street Grill, which is across the street. So those are some that we kind of want to put some money into, or some labor, volunteers, anything that you can think of. We'd love to have your ideas. Some of the events that's coming up within the next couple of months that will enable us to do this. August the 13th, Pikeville Main Street program will have a silent auction at Muscle on Main. We will also have a concession stand there so we can raise money, to help with our facade work and just continue our program. September the 24th, we will have a golf scramble. So when we come knocking at your door and we say, help us out, you'll know where the funds are going to go. It's going to go right here where it'll help your business, because when you have downtown traffic, it increases everyone's, profit there. We're also going to have something called the Vegas Experience, and that'll be in November. It's going to be right here at the Expo Center. We're going to turn the Expo Center into just like going to Vegas. Pikeville Main Street program is proud to say that we have a gaming license, not gambling, gaming, so we can try to do some fundraisers, and that means like a little bit of Texas Hold'em. I see Daryl out there like, proud of gambling license. No! A gaming license which will enable us to do fundraising. I'm sorry? I know. I asked Donovan to talk for me. He's like, no, go ahead and mess up. But those are a few projects that we're doing, and so we're really, really excited. And all of that, is possible to the Board of Directors and the partnership with the city. And the county, they have always helped us. Judge Ruth for being on the board and gives his input, and we're just really proud of that also. So at this time, I would like to invite Donovan up to say a few words as to some of the city initiatives that we're doing along with Main Street.
I say that in jest. Minta's done an absolutely phenomenal job with the city since taking over the Main Street program. And just on the city's behalf, I want to tell all those that serve on the Main Street board how much we appreciate you. The composite of downtown is changing drastically day by day. You look right now, we've got over $200 million worth of projects that's being built in the downtown area, which is not only creating a different landscape, but it's creating different opportunities. And Main Street is a big part of the growth of where we're wanting to head from the city's standpoint. Having more and more participants come in and come up with different ideals and ways and things that we can do to create a better quality of life for not just the city of Pikeville, but for the entire region is very, very important, not only to the city commission, but to the entire region. Wayne T. Rutherford not only serves on the board, but I've had some discussion with him. The judge and I, we have a good working relationship. We do a lot of things together, but if you look at one of the visions on the board here that Minta was talking about with the area out front in the mall area, in the city negotiating the last 8 months and working with SMG and the East Kentucky Expo Corporation for the takeover facility from a financial position was to look at ways that we can improve the quality of life and inject, again, different cultural experiences and different things to come about. One of the most recent commitments that we've made is to work with the previous artisan group, which Daryl Maynard's here I saw a second ago, which Daryl and I had a conversation over a year or so ago about where the city needs to grow into, along with several other conversations I've had with a lot of different people that really care about this community. But in our conversation about talking about injecting the arts and the things that our heritage is important, there he is, I see him now, standing back there by Commissioner Carter. But we talked about the importance of injecting all of our heritage and the arts back into our community. Being part of the Project Development Board, it was important that when the Development Board looked at taking different structures in the downtown area, we didn't forget what those structures represented and where we came from. So working with organizations such as the Main Street program, the Pike TV program, which is here tonight, allows us to illustrate to the community and outside of the community our own story of where we're wanting to head. The projects that Minta has talked about, such as all the facade program, which we've been looking at working on a facade program for the last couple of years, and the Main Street program wanted to tackle this. The Pikeville City Commission supported it. And it would be a shame to come downtown and put a $30 million new judicial center and $26 million new medical school in, and when you've got some buildings that are kind of weathered, we get a lot of recognition throughout the state of our beautiful downtown program, so it was a way to continue to enhance. So coming on board 7 years ago with the city and looking at all the new flower pots and the directional signage and the new streetscapes and the stamping and the addition of the Expo Center, the landscape of the community has definitely changed. And this is just one more step in the change, and not only what the Main Street program is doing, and they're extremely engaged. We're excited about the Artisan Center coming up. But I keep going back to the one project that I'm extremely proud of is what's going to happen out in front here. About 4 years ago, Jimmy Carter, commissioners back in the room, we spent over $2 million improving the city park, and we did that through various grants and general fund dollars. But understand these are dollars that go back into the community. 7 years ago, we had 11 events scheduled in the city park at that time on the books. Last year, we had over 400 events scheduled in the city park. The problem is now is every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the gazebo's booked up, the new shelter is booked up, or the community center is booked up. So this is one more asset here in working with Steve St. John in the back of the room, not only as part of the Main Street Board, but also part of the community with the Expo Center, of creating a workable area that we can host more and more events. Not just events like birthday parties and weddings, but actually formal events, things that we can bring outside in the sense of a cafe setting and having different groups and entertainments coming in, again, showcasing. You can see a wrought iron group up here that Minta actually stole from my back porch, I found out a little while ago, because ours haven't came in yet. But the city just approved a line item this past Monday to order in about $37,000 worth of new patio groups that's going on in the plaza. As you can see, there's some construction out there. The intent is to build a stage for, again, the judge. When I talked to Judge Rutherford about what part the Expo Center plays, not just for quality entertainment and all the things that it brings to our community, we also talked about the importance of it from the standpoint of press conferences. Again, having transparency in government would be extremely important, and that's why Pike TV is around also. But having an area out in front that you can bring in, we've got a new speaker system that Main Street and Muscle on Main work with, putting a whole new sound system in to where now you can hear it from one side of Main Street to the other. But again, having a venue out there, we can come in a nice evening, casual setting, have an event, enjoy a little bit of culture, but again, give back to the community, creating more and more traffic in the downtown area, which in turn is building an economy around what we already have. So there's a lot of other projects going on. There's a lot of other things that we're not here to talk about tonight. But the excitement is what Main Street and those of you that have the black shirts on right now, your willingness to participate in a program where you get absolutely no funds. You come up together and create ideals. You work together in creating consensus and building a community. And that's what this community has always been known for since I've been around. And I'm looking very forward, Darrell, to what the Artisan Group is getting ready to accomplish in our community as well. So by working together, we're able to accomplish a lot of great things. And if you look downstate, there's 2 new articles getting ready to come out about the city of Pikeville and the Pike County region and where we're growing to. So a lot of other people out there are envious, but it comes through the hard work, the brow, and the sweat of everybody that's sitting in here that cares about their community. And I left not just thanking Minta for the job that she does and the commission and all those groups that we work together, but also the chamber. I mean, the chamber has a tremendous direct impact from economics, from the standpoint of actually creating information that allows us to go out and do what we do. So Brad, you and again the many board members and members of the chamber here that are here tonight, the city greatly appreciates you, appreciates your contribution, your vision of where you're heading from a regionalization standpoint. Again, pulling more and more people together to talk about the bigger goals other than just me. It's about we, and we greatly appreciate you all being here tonight. And again, I want to thank all the board members and everybody that participated. We're looking forward to great things to come. Thanks for your time and attentiveness.
So Donovan kind of touched you, of course, on what you see here at the Main Street Plaza, which is right out there. The stage is going to be located here, closest to the courthouse side. It will be called Main Street Live. So we'll have anything going on there from performances to the Artisan Center to, a little one-band picking, just anything that we can bring to the community. We're really excited about that. And then he also mentioned about the cafe tables. And like he said, those aren't in yet, but they will be before our July 4th event. So all over the cafe area out here, which is going to be called Cafe on Main, will be tables and umbrellas, and we're going to work in coordination with the different restaurants in town. So when you come out to the Expo Center and you sit down and you think, I'd really like to have something to eat, they'll be here, gracious enough to serve you, take your order, as well with the other restaurants in town. They'll be able to deliver to your tables right here at Cafe on Main. So we're really excited about that. So that's why the little setup is here. So I want everybody just to enjoy. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. We are going to draw for a door prize in just a couple minutes, so thank you all for coming.